Thank you, Tracy, for joining us for this conversation with us. Before we delve into more specific and detailed questions, I would like you to share your professional background and how did your career move to be a commissioner at NDIS Quality and Safeguards?
Sure. First, thanks for having me and having a chat today. I guess I've worked in and around human services for most of my career. I've had a couple of short stints where I've worked in other parts of government, but largely pretty much everything in the human services space, from disability obviously, but also aged care, child protection, all of those spaces are spaces that I've worked in. I have personal experience with my brother and also other family members who have disability, and my brother was born with his disability, so we grew up, we're very close in age, we grew up together, so it's really just been part of my life, and so I'm really very interested to make a difference. And when I was approached about this opportunity, even though I wasn't necessarily looking for it, it's a beautiful opportunity that I couldn't resist.
I want to ask, how's that experience, with your brother growing up, has impacted the way you look at things, the way you have those conversations, good, bad, and all across the spectrum, and then when you think about from a policy point of view. So what does that perspective gives you?
Look, I think we all bring our whole selves to our jobs, and that means that there's a range of professional experiences, but also those personal ones. And I certainly my early years were shaped by the support that my brother needed, that my mum found really difficult to get for him. And then being the big sister at school, you see how challenging it was for him at school. And we're still quite close. I saw my brother, who lives in Queensland, last week. He still has ups and downs and great days and not so great days, just like all of us.
Yeah.
And I guess it just opens your eyes to the different way in which people experience the world. We're all individuals. I often talk to people about the experience that I also I grew up in a part of Sydney where there are still a lot of Aboriginal people, and I thought everyone grew up with Aboriginal people. It wasn't until I was a little bit older that I realised that was actually quite a unique experience.
Lovely.
And so my appreciation of culture and the different view of the world that was shared with me when I was very young.
That's good.
Just give you a different take on things.
I think life has prepared you for the role.